There's a guy named Jim Collins. He wrote a book called Good to Great. He wrote a few books, actually, and they're all great books. One of the things Jim Collins says is you got to get great people on the bus. You got to get great people on the bus. I love that metaphor. You got to get great people on the bus. What is a bus? A bus is a transportation method. It's going from point A to point B. If you get on a bus and you don't know where you're going, do you really want to be on that bus? So think of the people that you hire. They got to know where you were going to take them. Because if they don't want to go to where you want to take them, they shouldn't be on the bus. You should not be hiring them. So your vision actually becomes part of your hiring process. Vision is composed of three separate components: mission, purpose, values. Mission is your big, hairy, audacious goal. That is your nationwide firm with 50 satellite offices all across the country. That and with generating $100 million a year in revenue at a 25% net margin. The numbers, actual ideas that can be completely defined in terms. It's sort of like the numbers from your business plan in a sense. That's what we call mission, your big, hairy, audacious goal. But there are two other really critical components: purpose and values. You're going to see all over the place, find your why. A why is, why did you start this company? What's behind it? What is it that brings you to the table every day? And I'll share with you my why. It's a little cheesy. It really, frankly, that let me tell you that a lot of the business owners I meet with, when I ask them, why do they want to systemize their business? They tell me things like, I'm working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. I'm killing myself. Or I never get to be with my kids. I've got an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old, and they're doing all this cool stuff. Their mom gets to be with them, but I never get to be with them. Or I'm planning to sell this company, but I don't have time to try to figure out how to do things. So they're all these pain points, and they're real. It's like I had a conversation with a business owner yesterday, and he was just, I won't say he was almost in tears, but he was literally, I'm going to have to come home after painting today, and I'm going to have to do paperwork till 9:00 at night. I'm going to miss dinner with my family. And this is what it's like often 4 or 5 times a week. That's painful. You shouldn't have a business to do that. What I said to him is, why are you painting? You should have painters painting. If you're painting, you've got a job painting. You don't own a business. That's a whole nother story. So what is my purpose? I hear these things, and there's a poem by a guy named Ralph Waldo Emerson. And what he says is, at the end, to live a successful life is to have made a difference. I'm paraphrasing, to have made a difference in one person's life, to know that one person that I've touched has succeeded is to have lived a great life. And when I say that, just there, I almost choked up, because the reason I do this is I really think I can make a difference in your life. That's what gets me out of bed in the morning. That's why I do this. I really believe that all this stuff that we've synthesized together, if I can help you pull this puzzle together and help you build this systemic foundation, I think I can cure your pain. I really believe that. So that's my why. When I'm not feeling that great in the morning, and it's a Wednesday morning, and I think, I've got to get up, I got to get to work, I sort of remember what I do, and I love what I do. And so I share that with my employees. When I'm hiring an employee, I share my why. And if any of my employees are cynical about that, you can usually tell. But if my employees don't believe in my why, if they don't sort of share my why, if they don't also believe that the work that we're doing here can change people's lives, they shouldn't be here. If they're cynical about it, if you have employees who work with you and they are cynical about your vision, your mission, your purpose, your values, you need to have a conversation with that employee. Cynicism is a cancer in your organization, and you want to get rid of that cancer. So you will use your mission, your purpose in your hiring process. Values. What do you hold sacred in your organization? What are the 6 to 8 values that you hold sacred in your organization? One of our values is we check our egos at the door. So when someone comes into the organization, if they have a big ego, I sort of say, you know what, James, go on out, check your ego at the door, and come back in when you don't have that ego on, because that's not how we do it here. And so those values are how I manage people in my organization. I hold them accountable not only to the processes, but to the values. So vision is mission, purpose, and values. And you're going to use this vision to help you in your strategic planning. You're going to dream this incredible dream, and you're going to start marching your way towards that dream. And you're going to use your vision for hiring. You're going to use your vision for managing and holding people and yourself accountable.